as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Well, I know.
Is well upfield across the 45. That
thought he
would
was
gain
throwing that ball.
20 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Got an interception, probably 2.
Now they try the right side here. A beautiful fake. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Hello? It's me.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in.
We got to talk to somebody up there.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense.
They know he's coming.
They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game? Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Lutz with the extra point.
318-402. 6346.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yellow. I got you.
They'll run. This is Hill. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And you can see where they sit, perched right at the top. The question, Charles, with a perfect season they have going, what's on the line, how do you see them playing it out these final few weeks of the season?
But I can see the locker room voting unanimously to play to win. That's how they're built. It doesn't matter whether you're 0 whatever or undefeated. You want to play every game to win it. But I think from a management and coaching standpoint, you're looking at it and saying how much pressure is on this team to try and keep that record going. And is that really our ultimate goal? They're almost hoping maybe they get beat, and now you can start to rest guys and take the pressure off and just get ready for the playoffs.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Miko.
Man, I would have creamed him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
I'm thinking I was,
And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Saints. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. On second down, it's Hill. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
first down, Mahomes. Britt's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going deep for Hill. This is caught. A gain of 39 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Alan Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one down for a really good strike.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A first down there to pick up a 25.
We both know it's difficult, but they made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they moved the ball with relative ease.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use the quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Completes it to Hardman. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Who would be?
Second and 6.
I'm out there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go.
Excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I need a scene down to me.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this
Oh,
first
bro, I
half.
did not see him right. I'm so like, nobody right there.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinch the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination
I really tried to throw
say,
that.
okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play. We've clinched, we're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out being really impressive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll get 34 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hill. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10.
And if I got blocked, I know who it is.
Kansas City touchdown.
You got that target and I got blocked.
Tyreek Hill
I gotta be
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say the guy is number.
like
We can
man,
count
I'm
them all so
like
far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Tyreek, I'm better than him.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Looks good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
What?
He has Brett over the middle.
Bro, that's a sweep.
For getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here.
That's
First
wild.
down. He's got it.
He got no to play action, though.
Chiefs. Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
Them boy, I'm cold.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will
These
cut
plays,
this lead down to 25.
Like 6 total plays.
This is taken at his 4. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey,
Who the fuck is
but a
this?
seat on the bench
How
as
the
well.
fuck is going?
Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, that good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the
this
game, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The 2nd down and 10, they're knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This is taken at the 23. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, you got
That'll be
to
knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one.
Nobody's going to
Right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down. It's him, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Justice Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Hello.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable
Come on,
going out in
they
this ball
said
game. A little something to build on going into the next game.
But I mean, the Central League, whatever they called, we ain't going there no more. We're going to another place.
And the lead's down to 24.
Hopefully, they be at 8.
And the end result
Yeah,
was
they be
a
at 8 o'clock in the
touchdown run
morning.
by Justice Hill. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
I'm going to have to look at this shit again. I ain't heard look at this shit yet.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
I didn't say nothing.
Touchdown,
Yeah, like y'all going
New
somewhere.
Orleans. A big play there. Touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's singing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This one's
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, let's get it, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on.
There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Man, he got it, though. That niggas took off when that ball got in there.
Inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I ain't gonna put This nigga had this many up. I thought he was the first. But still, he had that many up. Oh, that nigga had nothing.
Got a bad bitch. Yeah, she on me, yes, I am a bad bitch. She came from the Broadway, but she gave me. She fuck with my trust way out the city. They know what they come, they gotta do, bitch. She on the league, home, EBS, my whole boo, rather top of pieces. We don't need no bucket on the blue. Yeah, I'm popping kids, yeah, I'm talking yo. I'm wrong, going, I don't need a light of sun. Got a bad bitch.